Hi everyone, I'm back today to talk about One Book July and do my week 1 update. And I admit it is a little bit strange to be doing a week 1 update when essentially it's only the 1st of July. But I've actually had a week in my KA-sized traveller's notebook, so I just wanted to talk a bit about how the week's gone and what I've found so far from One Book July. So first of all, the traveller's notebook that I made is actually holding up really well, so I'm quite impressed with that because it was just something that I made myself, cheap and cheerful, and actually I'm really enjoying it. I was a bit unsure as to how I would cope with not having an everyday sort of carry that I can take out of the house, but the first thing that I've noticed is it's not actually been that much of a problem. So for me, I am a stay-at-home mum to I've got 2 children. One is 7 and goes to school, and then I have a 3-year-old little girl. So the reality is, even if I was out and about, I don't really have an awful lot of time to actually sort of sit down with my notebook when I'm out and about. I don't really need to have it. It's more something that's nice to have. But the reality is, do I really need to have an A6 all the time in my notebook when the instances of actually taking the notebook out are few and far between? So that's one thing that I'm unsure of, is, you know, has One Book July already showed me that I don't really need to have an A6 in my back, which I don't really want One Book July to teach me that, because I've got an absolute load of A6 notebooks and I really like them. I've only just got my Sugar Mochi and I don't want to have to sell it because I'm not using it. So yeah, that's the first thing that I've noticed. In terms of the setup, I sort of spoke about this last week. I've got the first insert, which is a monthly one, and it was just a list of daily things that we've got. More appointments that I would forward plan in here. What I also did as well is I printed out a Annie Plans Printables, which is a KA-sized month. So what I've done there, it's sort of the same sort of thing. I've got a list and I have written down, you know, the things. But I like having a monthly layout like this, but I like having a list. So I just made like a little sort of checklist there, where if I sort of go back to previous months, I can write the things that we actually did. So it's kind of like memory keeping as well. So that's what I've done there. I just printed that out and put that in, and it sits inside the notebook. So that moleskin there is all one book, and then the printouts just sit inside. So that's great. My weekly insert from Annie Plans Printables here again has been working great. I've been using this for tracking all sorts of things really. My tracker here has been really good, enjoyed using that. Expenses, haven't spent anything this week, so that's empty, which is amazing. Here, my social media that I've got, parties, everything, really enjoying that layout there. And then my other Annie Plans Printables, the Fox and Pip collaboration, again, really enjoying using this for my things to buy from the supermarket, my, you know, thorough cleaning things that I want to do every single day there. My Fly Lady type cleaning there, fantastic. Haven't used the meal planning, but I know this about myself, is that I don't really meal plan. I buy lots of things from the supermarket, have them in, and we've always got a few options of things to eat, and we kind of just pick at night, you know, when we're ready to cook the food. So I've never really done meal planning, so I'll see how I go. I could always repurpose that for something else. It's not a problem. So that is those inserts there. Here my daily to-do. So here is the day today. Not a lot going on. I've just written a few bits and pieces there. Had a really busy day yesterday, so today's more of a chilled out day. So that's working well. This is really basic. I don't decorate, I don't do anything in here. Then my social media, so I just need to get organised, print out my July list and finish up my July editorial calendar. But that's working great, having that there. Having more space actually is really good, so really enjoying that. And then my lists, which haven't changed at all. all in all, it's been a really successful week. I haven't had any instances of not having what I needed. If anything, it's given me more clarity. I know if I need to write something on my shopping list, I'm immediately going here. If I need to check, what kind of cleaning things that need to be done around the house, I'm here. If it's anything sort of, more personal for me or the children, it's here. And any kind of forward planning, we're looking in here. This isn't really, decorated in any real sense. I've just put a bit of glitter washi tape and just marked off when my son is at holiday camp. So yeah, it's not really decorated as such, but it's working really well. So I would say the first week has been a success. Next week, I am hoping to start my project element, which is going to be a thorough inventory of my craft storage. So I'm going to use just a spread in my collections insert to categorize my craft supplies so that I know where everything is, because I have a few different places in the house where different craft supplies could be. So I thought if I did an audit, it would help me to work out what I've got so I don't duplicate things, and to know where everything is, because I have had situations where I've wanted to find something and couldn't find it. So that's my One Book July update. I hope One Book July is going okay for you. I know that some people will only just be starting the challenge as you're watching this video. So I will leave this video here. I would love to know in the comments below if you are doing One Book July. If you started early like me, how have you found things? Is there anything that you've found that you've struggled with? Have you been pleasantly surprised like I have? If you're doing One Book July and you're doing videos, pop your channel in the comments box below, because I love watching other people's One Book Julys. I think it's a really great thing to do because you're learning things all the time. We all do things in such different ways, and you might be doing something which is absolutely genius that I've not thought of. So I always love watching other people's One Book July videos. I'll leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next week to let you know how week 2's gone. Bye for now.